Alrighty. Good afternoon. I'm Megan Schober. I'll be your social worker today here at the South Peninsula Hospital.
Okay.
You were referred to me for seeking services and helping and caregiving for your mother.
Yeah, my mom lives alone, and I work full time, and she wants to live in her own home, and she's elderly, and I'm a little worried about her. She has some medical issues, and she has difficulty with eyesight, and so I'm a little concerned about safety, and I'm a little worried that she's not eating as much as she should. I go there on the weekends. I've been trying to go as much as I can, but I have some physical problems, and so I'm kind of struggling and looking to find a way to help her stay in her home and be successful.
Okay. So
Do you
Susan,
have something that you can help me with?
we will look into that. I'll get some more information from you.
Okay.
We'll look at what best fits for you. But before we go any further, I do have to let you know that I am a mandated reporter by law in the state of Alaska.
What
Means,
does that mean?
Well, this means that I have to report any suspicion of child abuse, neglect, abuse of an elderly person or disabled person in your household. If I have any suspicions you have used excessive physical discipline or emotional discipline, I will have to report it to the state. And also this includes you sharing with me that you want to harm yourself or others, or that I feel you have a plan to put something like that into place. Do you have any other questions about my?
No, that is no worry. I just want to help my mom be successful. I love her dearly, and I just want to make sure that she's safe in her home and she can be successful, and we can all relax a little bit.
Okay. And it's whatever you're comfortable sharing with me today. It's our
Okay.
first meeting, so you don't have to share anything that you're not comfortable sharing with me yet.
Okay.
So what I first like to ask is, you share that your mother has some medical issues. You mentioned eyesight, I heard. Is there any other more serious issues that she's really needing some help?
Well, she's on oxygen at home, and she's had respiratory problems for a long time, and so I think that's mainly the issue, is her breathing, being on the oxygen, and then and of course her eyesight is so poor to make sure, and I think because of that she has difficulty making sure she's getting all her meals. So I'm hoping you have something that can help.
Okay. So in the caregiving role, is there anyone else helping you caregiving? Do you have any siblings?
Well, I have siblings that they try to help, but most of them don't live here. So so pretty much I'm taking care of the caregiving.
So mostly it's
mostly
you.
me. Mm-hmm.
And can she do any of this herself with her
Yeah,
eyesight?
she's pretty functional, but like I said, it's just the safety issue. She is elderly, and with her breathing, and I just noticed that she's her meals are not, they're really good meals when I bring her the meals. So do you have anything that might help with supporting her meals?
There is services that we can get in home care that will prepare meals for her. When she's doing it herself, what kind of meals is she eating?
Well, they're usually pretty quick little snacks. She might munch on a lot of goodies, cheese and crackers, things like that, and candy, things that are always not necessarily nutritious. So I try to send some good meals, and I'm there a lot on the weekends, but I just worry that, I really want her to eat 3 good meals a day. And then making sure that she's safe with her oxygen. And like I said, her eyesight is pretty poor. And so sometimes I think it would be helpful just to have someone there a couple times a week, even for companionship outside of what I provide, because she's pretty much of a homebody. and I think that would be helpful too.
Okay. So socialization as well is what you're wanting.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Yeah.
said you're there primarily on the weekends. Are you working that you cannot be there in the weekdays?
Well, I work full time and I do go on the weekends. I try to stop by at least a couple of times during the week. I call her regularly. But, you know, I try to do her laundry. It's kind of a challenge to try to keep up 2 homes basically. And so I'm looking for something that can help alleviate taking some of that off of my shoulders. And,
So do you take care of her respiratory treatments and oxygen as well when you're over there? Or
I support her with that. She's very fiercely independent, and so she does a lot of that herself. I do try to make sure I clean she's got a concentrator, so I try to clean the filters and take care of that kind of stuff. And you know, she has Medicare, so Medicare, every once in a while they'll check in on the machine and things like that. But she's recently now got humidity to her concentrator, so that means making sure that the bottle is always filled with fluid, you know, the distilled water. And you know, because of her eyesight, she can't always see that, so that's added another kind of a stressor to make sure that doesn't go out of the, you know, it doesn't all humidify out.
yeah.
So, and she can't see real good, so we're trying to figure out ways to make sure that she's safe with that.
So safety is a very large concern there.
Mhm. Yes.
And has she expressed wanting a little more socialization?
Well, she's really independent, and her plan is to do things her own way and with the least amount of people that she doesn't know coming into her home. So that's, you know, there's all kinds of little working pieces right now that we're trying to figure out. But she sees that I'm tired, and she is willing to have some help, just so we can enjoy our visits more than me going over there and always having to work, do the laundry, and you know, take care of household stuff. It'd be nice to just do mom and daughter things.
So she's kind of looking into your self-care as well as
I think
hers.
so. Yeah, I think she
Yeah.
is. Mm-hmm.
And are you practicing any self-care to make sure you don't have burnout from caregiving?
I haven't had much time. You know, like I said, between working and taking care of mom and seeing to her needs, you know, that kind of stuff gets pushed aside.
And have you had any health concerns that are
Well,
getting in the way of your caregiving?
yeah, a little bit. I've got, I kind of tweaked my back, and so my back has been bothering me, so I'm trying to take care of that because I know I have to take care of myself to keep mom in a good spot too.
Okay. So would you consider that an event that really made you think about some health home services for her?
Yeah, that I think that was the tipping point. That realized that we needed some more help.
Has there been any other events that made you think about this in the past?
No, it's just that mom's getting older, and it seems like her eyesight is getting a little bit more difficult for her, and you know, she's pretty elderly, and so you just worry about I worry about her slipping and falling or tripping on her oxygen cord or something like that. So I worry about those things.
Okay.
But she seems extremely self-sufficient, but I'm a bit of a worrier.
And you mentioned Medicare, that she's covered by Medicare.
Yeah,
there any financial concerns with these services?
You know, she's on a limited income, and I, with my job, I can support myself and I can help a little bit, but you know, things are tight and more difficult nowadays. So, so I don't know what that might look like as far as the cost of services. I guess I haven't even really thought about it. That's something I should probably look at.
Well, we can always sit down and look at it. And have your siblings had voiced any?
Yeah, I think they would be. We haven't really had that conversation, but I think they would be willing to do whatever needed to be done to support Mom.
To support her.
Yeah. Everybody wants Mom supported in the way she wants to live her life.
Okay. And is she pretty? You said that she's pretty open to be able to help you, but she doesn't want a service there every day, so one that maybe just stops in.
Yeah, I don't think every day would meet her needs. She likes to be. She's not really. I wouldn't. You know, she's a real private person, so I don't know that a whole bunch of people coming through would be comfortable for her. But maybe somebody that she could develop a relationship with a little bit, you know, and get to know someone.
So you're more interested in having a steady, maybe single nurse come in to develop.
Yeah, or somebody that can maybe do a little oversight of care, and you know, I don't know, maybe help her take a shower once a week or twice a week, even once a week, because I can help her on the weekends, you know, once. And so if they could come in and help her, but if it's going to be somebody coming in to help her with bathing, and then just some basic things, maybe some meals, and I think I don't want a different caregiver every week. That would not sit well with Ma. She's very private, so that would not work well.
Okay. We will definitely look into services that will send a steady person in there.
Okay.
And you want definite medical background as well. A service with a registered nurse.
Someone that understands, you know, oxygen, so they know how to help her. And I'm wondering, do you offer somehow, or does someone offer like Meals on Wheels or something like that?
We do have services that will come in like that. It is usually Meals on Wheels is separate from the nursing care, so it would be another added service in addition to you having your nurse.
So where do you find all these services? Are they?
We have several local services that will come in, and we'll reach out to them for you to kind of get. When we talk a little bit more and you get more comfortable, you talk about the more financial aspects of it, and get that more in order, and get what you're really looking for and what they can tell us about their program. What fits best for you and your mother.
Are you able to come out to talk to Mom sometime?
Yeah.
And so to explain what's offered, because I want her to be part of the decision-making process. That's really important.
And I'm sure you said she's very independent, that's what she's going to be wanting involved, and she can be as involved as she wants. So I can most definitely come out at a time most convenient for her when she's feeling more comfortable with this, that we can discuss what she really wants.
Oh, that's good. I feel like we can support her. That's a relief to me. Good.
Yeah, and we'll definitely look into services here for you, and we'll gather and we'll talk about it in our next meeting, and we will talk about meeting her at home to get her as involved as she wants to be in this process.
Okay. And can you give me some idea, like can we work out the schedule so I know that I can be available to meet? Okay. Good. Okay.
I will work around your schedule and your mother's, and we'll make sure she gets the services she needs. That's best for you as well.
Okay, wonderful. I appreciate that.
Yeah, is there any other questions you have for me today?
I don't think so. I know when I probably leave, I might have a bunch more, because that's usually how that works. So Is there a way I can get a hold of you if I need to? Or?
Yeah, I can most definitely give you my email and my phone number.
Okay.
And we do any questions you have. I'm always open. I'm always available.
Okay. Great.
And we'll work that out.
Okay.
It was good meeting with you.
Okay, thank you.
We'll see you next week for our next meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.